I can drive on it. Good job of the wellies on. Easy, easy, easy. Morning, welcome back to another video. This week we have a few jobs on that have been on the long finger. One, I'm going to be working at the forklift. It's gonna, no forklifts. It's either scrap it or fix it, and I think we made the decision we're going to fix it because it is a very, it's a well-used old machine on the farm. The other job is a job that has also been on the long finger, and that's primarily because of the weather. But it has dried up, and we're going to have a look at drainage. Get another gear in this thing. Oh, that's not going to work. Ah, handbrake on. Use your air. There we go. Right, so. Yeah, so the second job that we're going to be working on today is another job that has been on the long finger. And we've been kind of waiting on the weather to fair a bit in order for us to get at it. So today's job is drainage. We're going to start putting in some drains where they've been burst over the last year or so, and that'll probably be today's video. So a bit of working forklift, a bit of drainage. So it's beaver on, get stuck into it. Right, when was it? It's about probably it's hardly about that. It's probably about, maybe it was, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 months ago. Can't remember, need to look back in the video. But I did a little bit of a video on this a while back. And what we did was we dug out this was a drain that was burst. And if you remember, I'll actually play the old video that I had. I'll stick it in here and you'll see how wet this was. Right, you can see behind me here how wet this area is. And what happens is, I'll just spin around here, all the water comes from way up there, comes all the way down. It's supposed to catch a drain here and go off, but it doesn't. This drain here has blocked or been damaged, I don't know. And it's just running down the field, making an absolute mess of the field, and it's soaked the field. This is one of our fields that we would use for lambing the sheep in, and if it didn't dry it out, my God, what would it not be like? It is like a little swamp here. Let me just show you my feet. How wet is that? I'm not even going to attempt to walk across this because it's just so wet, but just give you an idea. I think you saw it from my feet earlier, but look at this. Going in out of sight. Holy smokes. Look at it now. I can drive on it. Unbelievable. Yeah. 100%. So what we did was we dug a track across here to channel the water down so that it wasn't going down the field, and it was making a horrendous mess of the field. You can see the water is running away there, coming down through. So we're going to start putting a bit of a drain in here today, and that's the plan. Strangely enough, the water is coming down to here and disappearing. It's not going. So I don't know, maybe somebody in Australia will probably find a leak somewhere, I don't know, but the water is coming down the trench all the way down to halfway down and disappearing. So it looks like it's catching an old drain there. Anyway, it doesn't matter, it's getting drained, that's the main thing, and that's going on down into the hedge. Right, second drain in the field is down here. And we're catching water again. I wonder, is this the water from further up the field coming out here? Where do we spin the camera around? That is another drain. So the first drain is up there, and the second drain in the field is here. And just where the digger is a relatively wet spot, and hopefully we'll catch the water in that when he gets there. And you can see where the digger is now, it's actually starting to get wet. So you can see just behind where the digger is here is another wet spot in the field here. And see this field? For years, this is probably one of the driest fields on the farm, and it just seems in the last year it's probably got a lot to do with the weather. A number of drains have burst in this field, and we just haven't been able to take it. But today, we're going to fix that. Okay, let's get this machine in and get the 30-75 out, get the link box on, and get some stones out. Here. Right, watch out. Hands clear. Up. That should click in. That's it. Pin? Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Whoa. It's alright. Don't want to break them up. That'll be alright. Should be alright. No. Right, here we go. First go at the drainage. The reason I have the power link box on the back is because it's far handier for this. Sometimes you use the dumper, but the dumper is very high up and it's very hard to control how much comes off the dumper. It either all goes in or none of it goes in, and when you're doing drains you only want a little bit in the bottom, a little bit of stone in the bottom, and then you put your pipe in and then you put your stone back in again. And the dumper, it's very hard to fine tune it. With the old power link box on the hydraulics, it's much easier. So that's why we have the power link box on, and the draw in and out to where we're going here is relatively short, so power link box is the job. Some amount of water running through there. Wait, you see the other side. It's like a dam. Ooh, pretty full. Right, so we dig through this then.
Probably better on our side, digging through.
It'll come out of there in some flood. I better keep my nab out of the way, or a vicious man there.
It hums like I burst a leak there.
You've done something. Maybe have to get the Donegal boys in to do a bit of tunnelling. Right where I'm working. Anybody meet from Donegal, they're in the tunnels. Everybody. I don't know what it is.
Tunnel under the place.
Aye, the metro tunnels and things, anyway. Anybody doing tunnels?
I know it. Keep them ginger hair boys out of the sunlight.
Yep. Not got much sunburn in the tunnel. That's it now. Good job of the wellies on. Still a lot of water coming out, isn't there? Still plenty of water there yet.
Out of here, you know.
Right, so that's the water freed up. The bit out the back has, behind the hedge has been, or behind the ditch, I say, has been dug out now. Just start putting the pipe in and stones. Job done. Yeah, there's some more coming out of there. That must be a wee drain in there or something. Well, not a wee drain, a big spring.
Sure, there's 7 springs.
7 springs in this field. Oh, well then that's what that is.
That explains that.
That explains that.
Nice drinking water there. Not right there then.
Right, that's the wee hole we hooked through there, the other side. Good job. So I'd say what's happened there is there's a spring in this field which we're picking up, but it's been, all the water's been obviously running down the hill, of course, and soaking this field, and that's what you saw there, was that little spring. So we picked that up now, and I'll just go and get some get the pipe work, the plastic pipe, and put it in and start putting the stones in, and that will fix that, and that'll be the end of it.
Kenny, go with your knife. I'll cut that through.
Need any more here then? Slow progress, but we are getting there. So pipes in now. We'll start the pipes in, and we're filling up with stones. So we'll get the next load of stones. We'll just keep bringing out the stones. Wait. Okay. Easy, easy, easy. Okay, that's it. Back up. You can see from the field there, it's getting a little bit sticky. There's a wee bit of a shower there, and it just makes a difference. You see, it's starting to get wet and cut up at the gate a little. There's nothing you can do. Gotta break eggs to make an omelette. Meadow. There's a half a load left in that. Tip it in. Right, so we tried the dumper to get into the field with a dumper load of stones, but wouldn't go in. It just started cutting up at the entrance there and kind of got half stuck. So our original plan to use the link box is still the plan. Yeah, because the dumper's just making too much mess. So still on the link box. Nearly done on this side. Right folks, there we go. That is one drain in, complete, job done. right the way through into the old burn there in the hedge, and that'll go now, and that will not wet the field anymore. We'll go down and take a look at these other two that we've dug out, because that's one done, another two to fill in. I'll get them all done today, of course, but at least we got them dug out. Right, there's the second drain dug out, complete. You can see where the water's starting to go there. Down there it's catching water down the bottom end as well, so there's so it's definitely doing its job. So you just need to get the pipe into that and get it filled with stone. Even with the recent dry weather, just look how spongy the ground is here. Clearly, you know, water burst drain or whatever. Right, there is drain number 3 dug out. Quite a deep one actually. Come to look at it, but you see the water running there. Very wet. The water bubbling up there. Yep. It's not running on down, it must be catching another drain. See some tree roots. There's remains of old drainage stones there. That looks like somebody's put a drain in there at one time. And I think that's where that water is catching. It's catching an old drain there, so it's coming down, catching an old drain, going somewhere else. Yeah. Right, I was just chatting to my father there, and he was saying that in all his time here, he never remembers as many burst drains and wet spots in fields that were relatively dry. This was a very dry field at one time, and now there's three wet spots. We found another one in this field, which you're going to have to dig now, and we've put it down to just the year that we've had from July 23 to in the last couple of weeks. It rained and rained and rained, and as you know, and the fields just weren't able for it, and the drains that were here weren't able for it. They burst, they've been damaged, whatever. And to say, in his time, he never remembers this being as wet as this. So good to get this work done, good to get it tidied up, and we'll get the digger down, fill this in, stick stones in the other two, and that'll be that. Hopefully I'll get a part 2 maybe, and we'll get that other bit. I thought I was going to get out the bit of work on the forklift, but we just got stuck into this. So there you go, that's it for today. That's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have, give it a good old thumbs up and hit the sub button. You know that I love to hear from you, so if you do have something to say, you want to make a comment on the video, stick it in the comments box and I will get back to you. I do love chatting to you guys in the comments box. So that's it for today. Anyway, take care. Bye bye.